everybody, it's Miss Debbie, and today we have something very fun to talk about. Something that I like very much. But before we do, we're going to sing our song. So, I've got my auto harp here. Are you ready? If you know the words, sing along. Here we go. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, guys. I hope you sang with me. Let me put my auto harp down. All right. Well, like I said, we're going to talk about something very special. We're going to talk about a holiday that happens around this time of year. And if you were able to pick up the kit beforehand, there'll be things in there that we will use at the end because we're going to make something very special. We're going to talk about Mother's Day. And I like Mother's Day. I like Mother's Day because I'm a mom. I have 2 kids. Mother's Day happens this time of year, and it's a very nice time for you to do something special for your mom to show her how much you love her and appreciate her, your mom and your grandma. Now, you don't have to wait for Mother's Day to do that. You can do that all the time, but Mother's Day is a really good time to actually do something very special. I have some pictures here I want to show you about with moms and their kids. I think we have a mom and her mom, grandmom, and the granddaughter and daughter. This is a very special picture because I think we have 4 generations of moms. I think we have a great-grandmom, we have a grandmom, we have a mom, and we have the daughter. That's very special to have all 4 generations there. There's all different kinds of moms. It's so much fun to spend time, and these moms look like they love their children very much. And it's nice to show your mommy how much you love them too. I have a song that you can learn to sing to mommy to show her how much you love her. And it's called Thank You, Mom. And it goes like this. Thank you, Mom, for all your hugs. Can you hug? All your hugs. All your hugs. Thank you, Mom, for all your hugs. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom, for all your kisses. Baby, kiss. All your kisses. All your kisses. Thank you, Mom, for all your kisses. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom, for all your love. That's a little bit harder, isn't it? All your love, all your love. Thank you, Mom, for all your love. Thank you, Mom. Good job, guys. That was a little hard to make love. You have to fold those 2 front middle fingers down and have the other one sticking out. But practice it. I bet you'll be able to do it. I have a flannel board over here. Let me move this so we can see it better. There we go. All right. I have a flannel, and it's got little baby animals in it. We're going to see if we can find their mommies. Okay? So, it goes like this. This baby animal makes a mooing sound whenever his mother is not around. Calf is what this is. That a baby calf? That's a calf. Calf is what this baby animal is called. But what's his mother called? What's the name of the mom? Let me let you see it better. That's a baby cow. A baby cow is called a calf. Very good. Let's see what's next. Oh, this baby animal makes a barking sound. whenever his mother's not around? This baby, what makes a barking sound? Oh! This baby is called a puppy. What's his mom called? His mom is called a dog. I bet you said dog. Now, I picked these pictures to show for dogs because my dog at home looks a lot like this. She's this size. She used to look like that, but now she's grown. That's my dog, Leia. Looks like her. It's not her actual picture, but that's what she looks like. All right, let's see what's next. This baby animal makes a meowing sound when his mother's not around. It's called a... What makes a meowing sound? It's called a... What's that? A kitten. And his mom is called a cat. Ooh, those are very pretty cats and kittens. All right, what's next? This baby animal makes a quacking sound when his mother's not around. This baby animal is a duckling. And his mom is called a... What is mom called? A duck. The duck and her baby, the duckling. Okay. This baby animal makes a oinking sound. Can you make an oinking sound? Oink, 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 oink. When his mother's not around. Which one oinks? You're right. He's called a piglet. And his mom is called a pig. Look at that big old mom and her baby piglet. This baby animal makes a growling sound when his mother's not around. This baby animal is called a cub. What is that? His mom is called a bear. The bear and her baby, the bear cub. Alrighty, we've got two. Let's move these up a little bit. Two more. This baby animal makes a roaring sound. Ooh, can you roar? Roar with me. Roar! When his mother's not around. This baby animal is also called a cub. A different kind of cub. But his mama is called a... What is that? A lion. This is a lion cub. Let's roar for mama. Can we roar again? Roar! All right, we have one more. This baby animal makes a cheeping sound when his mother's not around. This baby is called a chick. And the mother is called a hen. The chicken is called a hen, and the chick. Very good. We were able to match all those babies with their mommies. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what to get mom for Mother's Day. I have a song about a little kid who had some very unique things that he brought home to his mom. I'm not sure if she liked him or not. Listen and see what you think. It goes like this. I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Buzz, buzz, buzz. What do you think? Would your mommy want a bumblebee? I don't know if I would, unless I was keeping bees for honey. But I think that mommy said nope. So let's see what else he brings home. You ready? I'm bringing home a baby dinosaur. Won't my mommy fall right through the floor? I'm bringing home a baby dinosaur. Clump, clump, clump. Dinosaurs are heavy. They make clumping sounds. All right, what do you think? Would Mom like a baby dinosaur? He's awfully cute. Are you cute? Yeah, he's cute. But maybe not the best gift for Mom. Let's try again. I'm bringing home a baby crocodile. Won't my mommy wear a great big smile? I'm bringing home a baby crocodile. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Can we do this again? Chomp, chomp, chomp. What do you think? I don't know. One look at those teeth and I think Mommy would say, no, thank you. All right, he's got one more chance. Let's see what he decides to do. I'm bringing home a baby grizzly bear. Won't my mommy pull out all her hair? I'm bringing home a baby grizzly bear. What does a bear say? Growl, growl, growl. What do you think? Did he come up with a good plan for a present for Mom? I don't know if she'd like any of those. Maybe he needs to rethink what he's going to do for Mother's Day. I want to tell you one of my very favorite stories that has a mom in it. But this mom is a dog mom. And the story's called Bark George by Jules Pfeiffer. Now, if you've never read this story before, I'd highly recommend it. We have copies here at the Mason Library that you can check out. I love the pictures in the story, but when I tell the story, I like to tell it with puppets. And this is George's mom. And this is George. Hi, George. Say hi. Hi, everybody. Well, George's mom loved George very much. And she thought it was time for George to learn how to bark. So she went to George and she said, "Bark, George, bark." George thought about it, and George said, "Meow." Mom said, "George, dogs don't go meow." What goes meow? Cats. Cats go meow. Dogs go roof. To try it again, George. She went to George and she said, "All right, bark, George, bark." George thought about it, and George said, "Quack, quack, quack." Mom said, "George, dogs don't go quack." What goes quack? Ducks go quack. Dogs go roof. All right. Try again, George, okay? Think real hard. George, okay? Mom said, "Ready? Bark, George, bark." George thought about it, and George said, "Oink, oink, oink." Mom said, "George, dogs don't go oink. What goes oink? Pigs go oink. Dogs go," help him out, "ruff." She said, "One more time, George. One more time, please. Try very hard." George said, "Okay." So Mom looked at George and she said, "Bark, George, bark." George thought about it, and George said, "Moo, moo, moo." Oh my, oh no. Mom said, "George, dogs don't go moo." What goes moo? Cows. Cows go moo, George. Dogs go, help him please. Dogs go woof. Okay, well, Mom didn't know what to do. She thought and decided, I think I need to take him to a veterinarian. Now that's a big word. Have you ever heard that word before? Well, if you have pets, you may have heard that word because a veterinarian is where you take your pets for them to be healthy in case they need some help, because it's a doctor for animals. And George's mom took George to the veterinarian. She got to the veterinarian and she told him all about what the problem was. And the veterinarian sat back and thought about it and says, you know, I think I might know what the problem is. And he turned to George and he said, bark, George, bark. George thought about it and George did, and he said, meow. That said, oh, I got an idea. Let me see. So the vet took a rubber glove, put it on his hand, and he turned to George. And he said, George, are you ready? I'm going to need you to open your mouth really wide. And George opened his mouth. And the vet took his hand and he reached deep, deep down inside. And out he pulled a cat. Mom couldn't believe her eyes. Because the vet said, okay, George. Bark, George, bark. George thought about it, and George said, quack, quack, quack. I said, okay, George. And he took that rubber glove, and he pulled it further up his arm. And he said, George, you're going to have to open up wider now. So George opened his mouth, and the vet reached deep, 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 deep down inside, and out he pulled a duck. Mom couldn't believe it. Vet looked at George and said, bark, George, bark. George looked at the vet and George said, oink, oink, oink. Well, the vet had to pull that rubber glove even further up his arm, and he said, George, you're going to have to open up wider. So George opened up wider. The vet took his hand, reached way deep, 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 deep down inside, and out he pulled a pig. George. His mom couldn't believe what she was seeing. And the vet turned to George and said, okay, George, bark, George, bark. What do you think George is going to do? George opened his mouth and he said, moo, moo, moo. I said, okay, George, let me pull my glove all the way up to my shoulder. And I'm going to need you to open your mouth as wide as you could. So George opened up as wide as he could. And the vet took his hand and he reached down inside of George, down, 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 and out he pulled a cow. Well, George's mom couldn't believe her eyes. She actually fainted to see a cow pulled out of her little baby George. Well, finally the vet turned to George and said, okay, George, bark, George, bark. And George went, ruff, 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 ruff. Mom was so happy. She gave a kiss to the cow. She gave a kiss to the pig. She gave a kiss to the duck. And she gave a kiss to the cat. She even gave the vet a big kiss, plus George too. Mom was so proud of George. On the way home, as they were walking down the street, she wanted to show off George to all the people. So she turned to George and she said, bark, George, bark. George sat back, he opened his mouth, and he said, hello. What do you think happened? You think the vet's in there? Hello? Are you down there, Mr. Vet? I don't know. But that's the story of Bark, George, and his mom. Mommies are very special people. And I have a song to teach you about mommies that's to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. And it's called If You Love Your Mom and You Know It. You ready? Here we go. If you love your mom and you know it, clap your hands. If you love your mom and you know it, clap your hands. If you love your mom and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you love your mom and you know it, clap your hands. If you love your mom and you know it, blow a kiss. If you love your mom and you know it, blow a kiss. If you love your mom and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you love your mom and you know it, blow a kiss. If you love your mom and you know it, give a hug. Ooh, give her a hug. If you love your mom and you know it, give her a hug. If you love your mom and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you love your mom and you know it, give her a hug. If you love your mom and you know it, say, I love you. That's kind of hard. Gotta fold those two fingers down the middle. If you love your mom and you know it, say, I love you. If you love your mom and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you love your mom and you know it, say, I love you. So you could say, I love you just by saying it or doing it in sign language. That means I love you. Mom would like to see that, I'm sure, because she loves you too. I also have a rhyme about Mommy, and this is called Mommy's Hands. Mommy's hands are soft and warm. Can you rub your hands? To tuck me in at night. You sleeping? Okay. Mommy's arms are firm and soft to hug me snug and tight. Mommies give great hugs. You might know this song to sing along with me. It's called 5 Little Ducks. And it goes like this. 5 little ducks. Wait a minute, let's count them first though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 5. Okay, we're good. All right, ready? Here we go. 5 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. And the mother duck said, quack, 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 quack. But only 4 little ducks came back. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, only 4. 4 little ducks went out one day over the hill and far away. When the mother duck said, quack, quack, quack. Only 3 little ducks came back. 1, 2, 3. 3 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. When the mother duck said quack, 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 only 2 little ducks came back. 1, 2. 2 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. When the mother duck said quack, 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 but only 1 little duck came back. Only 1 duck? 1 little duck went out one day over the hills and far away. When the mother duck said quack, 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 but none of her 5 little ducks came back. Sad mother duck went out one day over the hills and far away. And the mother duck said quack, quack, quack. And all her 5 little ducks came back. Here they come. They're coming back, Mama. There they are. They're all back. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, are you happy, Mama? Yes, Mama's very happy. Good, I'm so happy too. Aren't you happy her babies came back? I have some activities here to show you that you could use for Mother's Day if you'd like. The first thing I want to show you is a card that you can make for Mother's Day. Look what they did. They took different colored pieces of tissue paper, they crumpled it up, glued it to the paper, took some strips of green paper to put underneath to make it look like there's stems, that this is a bouquet, and they traced their arm and their hand and glued that on top to make it look like they were handing Mom a bouquet of flowers for Mother's Day. I think that's a very creative idea. Also, another idea I have for you guys is to make flowers from spoons. They took different colored spoons and they wrapped them together, put a chenille in there, and they made some flowers that they put in a little decorative cup. It's probably just a plastic cup. We'll have the directions for this, for if you want to do this one. We'll post that for you. But if you picked up the kit that we had available, you will see that you have enough supplies to make 2 kinds of felt flowers for Mom. One on the stem and one on a flat piece of wood, a craft stick. That could be a bookmark or whatever Mom would want it for. Now, we're going to make one today. We're going to make the one that goes to the stick, but the way we make the flower is the same for this one. It's just what you attach it to that's different. This is attached to the stick and this is attached to the straw. So in your kit, you should have 2 bigger pieces of felt, 2 of the medium size, and 2 of the smaller ones. Also, you'll have 2 pom-poms, a ribbon, a straw, and you have a craft stick. Now, what you could do, what we'll do first, and you can do whenever, is that you want to color your craft stick to make it green. I just used a green crayon, and I just colored the craft stick, covered it with the green crayon. So it's green. But since we're not going to make that right now, I'm going to put it aside. But you could do that because we'll do today with the felt. You could do the same and just attach it to that craft stick. Also in your bag, you would have found glue dots. So what you need to do is take one of your glue dots, separate the 2 pieces. This is trash because this piece should have the glue on it. Do you see the glue? There it is. And then you take it and you put it right in the middle of your flower. And you push on it really hard, and then you're going to want to peel the glue off, the plastic off, because we want to keep the glue on the flower. Can you see it there? Then you're going to take your medium-sized flower and just sit it right on top of the glue dot. So it's glued on. And we're going to do the exact same thing on top of the purple. We're going to separate our glue, take our glue dot and separate the paper. We're going to take the part that has the glue on it, put it right in the middle of the thing, press on it hard, and then peel the plastic off so our glue dot's there. And then we're going to take our smallest felt piece and we're going to put it right in the middle and press down on it hard. And there you have your flower. Now we're not done yet because we have our pom-pom. So take another one of your glue dots. Do the exact same thing. Separate them apart and put it right in the middle of your plastic, of your yellow or whatever color your smaller is, and peel the plastic off. And there it's in there. You might see it. So I'm going to take my pom-pom and I'm going to put it right over top of the glue dot and press down really hard. And I have a flower. And like I said, you'll do the exact same thing with the other ones that you have. But the difference with this one is I'm going to stick it on a straw. So, of course, we're going to need our glue dot. Do the same thing. Separate that part. But on this time, you're going to turn it over to the back. In the back of the flower, you're going to put your glue dot in. And you're going to press hard. And you're going to take the plastic off. It's sticking to my fingers. Then you're going to take the straw and you're going to put it right on top of that plastic, or that glue dot where the plastic was. And this time I'm going to press hard, and I'm actually going to smash the straw to get it to stay on there really good. And now I have a flower. What's left for me to do is to put the ribbon on it. So I'm going to lay it on top of the ribbon. I'm going to tie a bow. If you don't know how to tie a bow, ask Dad or help, or if you have an older brother or sister or someone who knows how to tie. And you're just going to wrap it around and you're going to tie it just like you were tying your shoe. And you have a bow. Now, what I did with one that I already made is I took it and I found an old plastic thing that this looks like I could have put plants in it if I wanted to. And I got some dried up grass from out my backyard and I stuck it in there with some grass to make a little thing that looks very pretty, that I think looks pretty, that I wouldn't mind giving my mom. Well, I hope you have fun doing that. Before we go, I want to tell you about something that I know I like as a mom too. I like when my family cooks for me. And on Mother's Day, it's always nice to give Mom a nice meal. So, if you go to our website and check out our databases, there you will find a thing called Digital Library. If you click on Digital Library and go to where it says Research/Learning, you'll see all kinds of things pop up. But near the top are two places. One's called A to Z Food America, and the other is called A to Z World Food. And if you check those out, you'll find recipes and even information about different foods in different countries or different recipes for America. And you might find something there that you could pick out for Mom, that you could make for her for Mother's Day. Because I'm sure she'd love whatever you cooked for her. Well, I'm so glad we got to talk about moms for Mother's Day today. Now, let me get my auto harp. And before we go, we need to sing our song. So, if you're ready and you know the words, sing along. Here we go. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, guys. I hope you sang along with me. Oh, before we go, I wanted to show you my shirt because this is one of my summer reading shirts. It says Tales and Tales. That's our summer reading theme this year. So I hope you'll be able to participate and be a part of the fun we have planned for this summer. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye. And happy Mother's Day. Any moms out there?